Carlo Yobishimishai, Bakar Gogodas. It's Aknaquam from Linus Naquam of Force. Going straight into this video. In regards to Trump creating this ban, now because of the coronavirus, you can see here that he's still upbraiding and creating that rift with his allies, Europe, okay, because he hasn't notified them of banning them, even though they're allies. He's actually restricted them and their commerce from reaching America, which they make their money off, so now it's going to affect them, but somehow he's made exempt the UK only and Ireland, so I'll get into this quickly. Here we go.
Health Organization. Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic. We have been in frequent contact with our allies, and we are marshaling the full power of the federal government and the private sector to protect the American people. This is the most aggressive and comprehensive effort to confront a foreign virus in modern history. I am confident that by counting and continuing to take these tough measures, we will significantly reduce the threat to our citizens, and we will ultimately and expeditiously defeat this virus. After consulting with our top government health professionals, I have decided to take several strong but necessary actions to protect the health and well-being of all Americans. To keep new cases from entering our shores, we will be suspending all travel from Europe to the United States for the next 30 days. The new rules will go into effect Friday at midnight. These restrictions will be adjusted subject to conditions on the ground. There will be exemptions for Americans who have undergone appropriate screenings, and these prohibitions will not only apply to the tremendous amount of trade and cargo, but various other things as we get approval. Anything coming from Europe to the United States is what we are discussing. These restrictions will also not apply to the United Kingdom. At the same time, we are monitoring the situation in China and South Korea, and as their situation improves, we will reevaluate the restrictions and warnings that are currently in place for a possible early opening.
So, as you've heard, yeah, he's going to be banning everything from Europe, but somehow Great Britain is not excluded, so obviously that's something definitely fishy there. Okay, so as we read here, that's what's going to create that rift there, obviously in the 10 tones with the iron and the clay, okay? That's why it says the beast shall hate the world. We're going to, this is Revelation chapter 17 verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, okay? Then those 10 original European nations, they shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire, okay? Because that's a problem, you banning the other nations, which you're with allies with, especially without giving them notice, okay? He's saying here that basically, here we go, look, this is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, Nato, okay? It's what refers to as the beast. Okay, military alliance established by the North Atlantic Treaty, also called the Washington Treaty, April 1949, which sought to create counterweight to Soviet armies, which are the Russians, stationed in Central and Eastern Europe after World War II. Okay, original members were Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, and United Kingdom. Okay. So, as you read here, if you go into the 10 horns, there you go. And the horns, yeah. That's the word for that is karaz.
Strong's G 2768, keras. Keras.
Oh, karaz. Okay, the Hebrew word for horn. Okay, it goes A B. The A is animal and B refers to animals and bulls. Okay, but when you go to second definition, it's a mighty and valiant helpers. Okay, so your horn is like a helper. So as it goes into explaining it, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, military alliance. These are your helpers. These are America's helpers. Okay, established by the North Atlantic Treaty. Okay, those are the European armies and European nations. So he's basically banning his helpers. He's breaking up the, what is it, so-called friendship or whatever, the band that they have together as a unit, as NATO. That's why NATO is going to end up turning against America, the whore. Okay. And the 10 horns, which are NATO, EU countries, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh. Okay, they shall hate the whore. Okay, because what America's doing through panic and pride and through them pushing a new world order, they become very selfish and within themselves. So this coronavirus now, they don't want it to affect any of their commerce anymore that it has already. Okay. Let's go to the word. Okay, beast. Okay, brutal. Okay, bestial man, savage and ferocious. And that's what America is. They're just bestial. Okay, they're savages. Okay, they call us savages from the west, savages from the east. Okay, but they're the real savages, man. Okay, when it comes to money or anything in their eyes which is meaningful or resourceful to them, they'll take it all ferociously, and that's what the Most High gave them, that blessing of the sword. That's the reason why they're like this. Okay, that's why Esau's like this. And shall hate the whore. Okay, so the 10 horns, the allied countries which sat upon the beast, okay, upon America, these shall hate the whore, okay, and shall make her desolate and naked. Okay, to make someone desolate and naked is to strip them, to eat their flesh and burn her with fire. So them ICBM nuclear missiles, the Most High will let them fly from the NATO countries, okay, onto Europe. They shall hate America, and that's why the Most High is going to send their allies to go against them very soon, amidst this coronavirus, which this is like the catapult for all of this destruction between these countries going on again. As you can see, Italy's already on lockdown. Okay, here we go. It says here, whore, okay, which America is, because they delve and they mix with all these other countries, China, they even mix with Russia and all that. They do commerce with everyone, okay, and that's what whore is. They do commerce with everyone for a specific gain. Okay, a woman who sells her body for sexual uses. Okay, but the main thing here, it goes here straight into Babylon. It says here Babylon, i.e. Rome, the chief seat of idolatry. And who's the chief seat of idolatry? Okay, where you can literally worship whatever the hell you want. Okay, it shows here the golden calf and whatnot. But in America, they have everything. They push everything, every religion you can have. That's what they push. The chief seat of idolatry is America. Okay. What they push, their philosophies and everything. Okay, so that's the chief seat there. Okay, when it goes on about the free frogs as well, but they're the chief seat because they push everything that you have on today, like that you see these false goods and everything. Okay, you wouldn't be able to set up your, like our establishment say like even going on the roads and teaching, they have an issue with that. But when it comes to say like are people going into Islam or Christianity, there's no problem with that. Okay, because that's coming from their idolatry. Okay, so that's the judgment that will be coming upon America. Okay. Yeah. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, they shall hate the whore, and make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So soon these allies are going to be turning upon America. Okay, as well as the original enemies like Russia and whatnot, China and the other nations. Okay, and this coronavirus is the tipping point for most of this majority of these decisions that America is going to make, which will lead to their destruction, and us coming into the kingdom and Yahushua coming back to defeat and put all these nations underfoot through the way of Armageddon. Okay, I'll continue to 17. For the Most High power have put in their hearts to fulfill His will. Okay, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. Okay, because these other nations, they're ruled technically by America. They already have a sanction where America is the final word for them. So their kingdoms is given unto the beast. Okay, because you may have your own land, they may have their own land and their provinces, but the final word when they go to the meetings is from the beast, from America, from the whore. Okay, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled when this destruction comes. And the woman which is America, the whore which thou sawest in that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Okay, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city, that's America, Babylon, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. So, gotta keep looking out for that, man. Gotta keep looking out for that because Europe, these European countries are gonna quickly turn on America very soon. Okay, Turkey had already a tipping point. Okay, but it's not just these 10 nations here, because you have new nations that was added after the original members. Okay, joining the original signatories were Greece and Turkey in 1952, West Germany. That's where you get Germanic Major, Germanic Minor. Okay, 1955 from 1990 as Germany, Spain, 1982 Czech Republic, Hungary and Poland, 1999 Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia, okay, and Slovenia. That's in 2000s, in the 2004 era. Croatia 2009 and Montenegro 2019. France withdrew from the integrated military command of NATO in 1966 but remained a member of the organization. It resumed position in NATO's military command in 2009. So they're all still in cahoots with one another. But this ban here that he spoke about, okay, I think he says here
again. My fellow Americans, tonight I want to speak with you about our nation's unprecedented response to the coronavirus outbreak that started in China and is now spreading throughout the world. Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic.
Okay, and pan is all, isn't it? So endemic is from demo, which means to make a movement.
We have been in frequent contact with our allies, and we are marshalling the full power of the federal government and the private sector to protect the American people. This is the most aggressive and comprehensive effort to confront a foreign virus in modern history. I am confident that by counting,
his voice is
it only matters how you respond, and we are responding with great speed and professionalism. Our team is the best anywhere in the world. At the very start of the outbreak, we instituted sweeping travel restrictions on China and put in place the first federally mandated quarantine in over 50 years.
Yeah, but that's going to trickle down into FEMA, going back into the martial law and FEMA camps. That's why they're called on a FEMA. There's another article I've got here that's going to come out soon. They're called on a FEMA already to back their actions after the ban of Europe. So it's going to trickle straight into quarantine and martial law, and eventually laws all that chip that will come out and be implemented, and then they'll think to fill their bellies, but they'll have to spew it up. Okay, but